talk about starting over after a breakup, right? And divorce is the worst kind of breakup, right? Because it feels like it's this breakup of a family. And not feels, it is. It is a breakup of a family. And I have always found that the holidays are a really hard time for me, or they were for me. After my divorce, they were really difficult times because it is traditionally a family geared season, right? It is a family focused season, and you've got traditions, you've got holiday traditions, and what you're trying to work your way through is rebuilding yourself, rebuilding your family, and what that new family structure and dynamic looks like. And there can be a lot of shame around that. And I want you to know that much of what you are healing through is going to hurt. This season's going to hurt. It hurts less and less as the years go by, but it still hurts. There's still some shame around it because, I talk about it in my journal about there being a lot of validation in your marriage of who you are, what you are, how you. There is a validation to being married, and it is so hard to then feel this worthiness after divorce and after that breakup of your family, because you're trying to now regain your footing in terms of how you want to be, how you want to live, who you are, what you are, how you do. And so as you reflect in this season, I want you to start thinking about what those new traditions are, with those new things that bring you comfort and joy. What are those renewed feelings in this holiday season that you can really grab a hold to and then recreate for yourself year after year? For me, it was watching Hallmark movies. And I know that sounds so hokey and so cheesy, but it started out actually, the Hallmark movies were actually an extension of what I saw in like a Chip and a Joanna and watching HGTV, because what I saw in their relationship was that there was this woman who was out there with a vision, a plan for her life, a plan for her family, and literally an eye for what something could be in the future. And then she had this husband who was going out and literally knocking down walls and helping build her vision. That is something that was so important to me because I didn't have support in my marriage, that I then leaned on in the Christmas season, Hallmark movies to get me through. So what is something that you could do, or something you could view, or tradition you can build for yourself that is going to do that very similar thing, that is going to strike a nerve in your system to help you calm your anxiety about being single, your anxiety about being divorced, and rebuilding a life after divorce in this holiday season? So leave some of those in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I hope that helps.